Hello, welcome to One Green Love. If you have not liked and subscribed to my channel, please click that button below. Today in this video, we are going to be doing my weekend routine with my water plants. And if you guys have seen within the last year, you guys will see that I still have my succulents in water. And yes, it has been a year since the last time I've shown a video of how my progress has been going here, and also my progress with my pythos in water, and just giving you guys a fill-in for the past couple of months. I do apologize, I've been super busy, but definitely will be back on my vlogs here with my plants of my journey on how it's been going. Thank you so much for you guys have been watching all along. I do appreciate all the support and love from everyone. So let's get to it. Okay, first we're going to start off with our spider plants. Definitely have been sitting outside since maybe March, but every 2 weeks I do my best to try to change the water out. But since it's been getting very hot, I may go to once a week for them to be changed here with the water. Depending on where you live, definitely want to check your temperature. I have been super busy, but definitely don't want to neglect them. So I'm definitely going to give them a deep cleaning here and make sure that they're not growing some moss in here. But that's totally okay. Just got to do a little bit more cleaning here and making sure I'm cleaning the water. I have right now, I am propagating the other half of my monstera here to see if she grows any roots for me. So far, it's been about a month or so since I've had her in this vase here. So we are going to see what the progress is. No roots yet, but definitely still counting on waiting patiently here for some roots to grow. Gonna clean her off and clean the water as well. So now I've washed my marbles and my vase, and I'm just gonna add some water into here. The next one I have is my pythos that I have sitting in my bedroom. I have been growing this one in water for like about maybe almost 8 to 9 months or so. Definitely can't hardly remember specifically the date when I started. I have to look in my journal for sure, but definitely have been showing some progress here. She does have a little leaf growing here, if you guys can see, doing super healthy. Just gonna clean the water, same thing, and rinse my plant off, make sure she's all good. If I use filter water, I still do. I am very dedicated to making sure my plants have very good water. Definitely don't use any filter water. I just have seen my plants thrive a little bit better. Indoors, I will say, as far as my outdoor plants, once a week, I will try to change the water routine and try to filter water to give it just a little bit more difference of just sink water, I should say, versus filtered water. But my outdoor plants definitely do get the sink water versus filter water. But I try to do a happy medium balance with the water there outside for my outside plants, just because it's summertime. I still want them to thrive as well. The next plant I have will be the pythos, my other set here in 3s. Definitely have been a slow progress here in regards to them growing, but still have hope that they will pop a leaf out for sure. I know that this plant has already here. This little tiny plant there has grown. Definitely still want to see them thrive. So I'm gonna change the water out, clean the rocks, and add new water here as well. next set I have here in my water plants are my second round of my succulents here. I definitely did another second round here just because I really loved how my succulents were growing in water for about a year now. Just seeing them thrive just makes me super happy here. So definitely did another set here, and we're going to check to see how they're doing. Oh wow, that's so freaking beautiful. Look at that, guys. So lovely. Look at those roots. Super cute. Definitely love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Just gonna be changing out the water here. The second one looks super cute as well. The roots are growing in, all healthy. I'm gonna change out the water, clean the vases here. So one thing I do like to do is kind of leveling out where my water is sitting. So with the smaller jars, I try to typically measure about from an eye distance, kind of just look over it. This one seems like it has more water than this one, just to not overflow once I do put my plant inside. You don't want it to overflow with water, so just keep that in mind here when you have little jars like this. I'm just gonna add a little more water here. And rule of thumb, making sure that your rim is dry, because you do not want it touching the plastic part of where the rim, so that way it can hold the plant from not sinking into the water here. So just making sure that your rim here is dry, and that's what I'm going to do, because the moment it gets water onto your plastic, it is not going to stick. Definitely have had it happen before a few times, so just keep that in mind here. So I haven't taken them out or anything. I typically like to reuse the same one so I won't have to cut anymore. So be super gentle when you are taking it off and on, so you won't have to do the process all over again. Just to be helpful here. That's what I typically do. And we're just gonna pop it right back in here. And dip it down so it can hold. All right, so we have my next ones here, and you guys already know, if you've been following from my first video when I first made these guys here, and just following me along on Instagram, I will link everything below. So this is the update, guys, a year later. I cannot believe it. Like, I am just super shocked that I have been doing pretty good here. And honestly, depending on the weather of where you live, depends on how often I do change my water. And so with it being summertime right now, because we're in mid-July, I have been trying to change it once a week here, but right now I just haven't had any time, so that is what I'm doing, my weekend routine with my water plants, making sure that the water is filtered water, and then I'm changing it once a week. So going forward, definitely going to be changing my water here once a week, just making sure that the water is still nutrients here for my plants. So let's get to it, you guys. So I may have to get a new plastic here, and this is what I was talking about, guys. So if you can see here on the plastic how the rim is actually just having a bunch of water around, is what I was trying to show you guys as an example. So I'm definitely going to have to do another round here of another plastic guy here to hold my plant. So because it has water everywhere, I won't be able to use this one anymore. I will have to make a new one. And same goes with my second one as well. It's all good. Now it's just measuring about how much I'm going to be using here, just to give it a little room. Pick to poke my holes in so that way your plant is able to breathe. Please do not forget, because otherwise your plant is going to die for sure. I just poke as many holes as I want, honestly. I just go around the rim and just poke as many. Lastly, I just want to show you guys what I've been working on in the past few weeks this summer. I actually bought a new plant and decided to take 2 of her leaves to start procreating. Sorry, I am just like today, but I took 2 of the leaves and tried to propagate them and see how it would be. First, I started with water for sure. Want to see what the progress is like, guys. Let's see, let's take one out. Oh, wow, look at the roots on that. That is just, wow. Look at that, just a beauty, a beauty. Wow, I did not think that roots were gonna start growing, but I am super happy. Look at this, amazing. Oh, wow. Thriving is just, wow, immaculate, just beauty, just beauty. Definitely gonna change out the water. Probably will keep them in water for like another 2 to 3 weeks until I can find a pot to start putting them into soil and see where it goes from here. And we will see. I did end up finding another jar in my storage. Definitely like to save my jars in case I ever need another one. And definitely gonna fill this up with water and put my propagation plant in here. So we have finished doing all the chores for my water plants, and I am so happy with getting this done. It may take some time just because, you know, the usual, making sure there's no dead leaves, checking on the water, checking on your plants. And yes, they're all thriving. So happy to do this and share with you guys my routine here with my water plants. Thank you for watching One Green Love. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below. XOXO, bye!